Welcome back to HLock Gaming. This is HLock. So I've been gone for a bit. As I said in my last video, I was pretty busy, and then I actually ended up getting sick right around Thanksgiving, or rather American Thanksgiving if you're not from America. So I was pretty much out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday on those days. So I got behind even more with my in life or real life stuff and couldn't make videos, but I finally caught back up. So here I am kind of going over some old past leaks from a few weeks ago. I also got a new microphone. The old one didn't sound bad, but it was like a very old stick mic, I guess you could call it. And I don't mean one of the like good quality, directional mics. I mean like the old school Windows 95, Windows 98, like this weird little stick mic thing. It almost looks like the microphone you see him use as a joke in fast food and movies and stuff. So I would like barely turn my head, or if I leaned a little too far forward or back, that's when it would go to like one speaker or headphone, depending on what you're listening, and would just sound weird. I'm still messing with the settings as well. It does sound okay, I think, so far. I'll probably tweak it. I guess let me know down below if it sounds really bad. But anyways, so the leak we have right now, pretty self-explanatory on this one, Dracula. I think we're all at least somewhat familiar with vampires and maybe Dracula himself. I forget what movie this is. It wasn't super. It might have just been called Dracula. It wasn't super popular from what I remember, but I liked it. It was. I think the dude. No, he wasn't the first vampire because he like, spoiler alert, crawls up this. Not crawls up, climbs up this mountain and crawls into this cave and finds some immortal dude, and he essentially becomes Dracula, I believe. I don't remember. And then we got down here, kind of giving me a Castlevania vibe, right? I don't know what that is. That's man, I can't remember that dude's name. I'm pretty sure he's the dude who eventually goes on to playing Lord of the Rings. But yeah, Dracula there as well. Fashion patterns, okay. I'm not sure what country that's from. Oh, that looks crazy. I wonder if that's 3D printed in real life. Yeah, I'm not sure what region of what country or what society this is from, but it looks cool. Okay. Patterns need more research. I feel that. Vibes for the face. Okay. I was thinking too when I started looking at this, I hope they don't take too much from this because this looks like Vampire Hunter D, which is a manga. I think that's how you say it. I don't really read that stuff, so I don't know. And then there is a few anime movies of it. But he's actually, I think you call it a Dampier, so he's half vampire, half human. So I would hope if they have Dracula, eventually they would have. Well, I guess in Vampire Hunter D, he hunts down vampires, but that doesn't necessarily have to be true. But I was kind of thinking you have the vampire, you have the vampire hunter in the game as well. But we'll see. So I hope they kind of leave this stuff alone and we'll see. But this guy looks kind of like a wizard, but you know, vampires use magic in certain lore, or they just are magic. What is this from? This looks kind of like Diablo Immortal, the Blood Knight, doesn't it? That could be a good look. I think that's what that is. I'm not sure what that is right there, though. Okay, just more stuff for the armor. So less armor, but more amount of cloth. Okay. I like that look right there, kind of the fencer almost. Yeah, let's make one after Nandor. Nandor de la Rentas instead of Nandor the Relentless. That's from What We Do in the Shadows. There's a episode where they go outside and they accidentally get on TV, and that's what they call him, Nandor de la Rentas instead of Nandor the Relentless. It's a funny show. You should check it out if you've never seen it. It's can be very dry and irreverent. I'm trying to think. It's not really the same type of humor, but it's kind of the same silliness as I'd say Workaholics or something. So if you're into that, maybe check out What We Do in the Shadows. It's pretty funny. Alright, anyways, next slide. Although this dude, hold on before we go, this guy looks cool, right? This reminds me of, what am I trying to say? Game of Thrones, that one dude who was, the Lord of the Light, and he'd light his sword on fire. I think that's what he said. Or the light of the, what did I say? The light of the Lord, I think that's what he said. Alright, noble vampire type characters, reference colors, layering, okay. Oh, okay, so that is Immortal right there. That's what I was thinking. Maybe that's his skin from Immortal. That looks very similar, right? I'm not sure. Okay, here kind of a king vibe for a vampire. I don't know what that's from, but that looks cool. That looks good too. That kind of reminds me of like a medieval Spawn. That's sort of the Lich King. Although no, that's not. I mean, it is reminding me of the Lich King, but I think that's Lord of the Rings looking, whatever those dudes are called. The dudes on the horses who were chasing Frodo at the beginning of the movie. This dude actually kind of looks like an armored up Aquaman, but that's not necessarily a bad inspiration. Okay, I will say this one here definitely gives me Blood Knight vibes, but I'm fine with that. Kind of an armored, cladded Dracula. Although he's probably the heaviest, right? The boots, the chest looks very heavy. Oh, heavy boots there too. Because these two look lighter, right? Maybe that's just the can be seen better from behind. Okay, so they're not really saying, but to me it looks kind of like this is heavy, lighter, heaviest probably, and then lighter again. Although this dude has the heavy legs, but then the chest looks similar to the lighter male ones. So maybe kind of an in between, heaviest, medium, and then these two are light. What is the difference between these two? Oh, the cape. So here the cape is kind of narrow and then fans out. Oh, and this one's like living blood or something. Okay. And then these two are the same. I don't know how I feel. I like all those. I was thinking it would be cool. I don't know if they could do this because it might be hard coding something like this, but if when you get him as a character, I assume he's a legendary. Or I was going to say even if he doesn't do it when you get him as a character, but if he does it in a boss encounter, when he comes in as a group of bats and then turns into Dracula. Kind of. If you played Diablo 4, I forget what season it was, whatever season where you had vampire powers, you had that skill Metamorphosis, I believe. When you would dash, you would turn into a group of bats. So it'd be kind of cool if they could do something like that when he comes in. And if not, it would be even better too if, say, when you were going from stage to stage, when you move to the next stage, you turned into bats and then kind of reformed into Dracula. I know that might be difficult though if essentially everyone else has the same animation and then this is different, but could be cool. All right, let's check out the next one. Okay, it's not much different, just showing that they're kind of changing some stuff. Oh yeah, I didn't really talk about the weapons. Let's see. So kind of, I don't know, those are pretty large, but almost like a fencer vibe. This is like the base, I guess, and they add the blood effects, and this is also the same, and slowly adding like kind of the blood effects. Charged with blood. Oh, I wonder if that builds up no matter if they're saying charged with blood rather. I'm thinking of like these are differences they could have in the game, or if they're saying he has some type of skill where you, I don't know, discharge power, you drain life with this or something, and like the more hits you get or more turns, so more hits it charges up or something. But yeah, kind of the fencer or the claymore, or not claymore. Kind of. Okay. Here he looks, different. Kind of that fencer sword there, and then a thinner build. Still heavy armor, gauntlets, boots, chest, but not kind of that puffed up chest look. And you can see the cape better here. Kind of that, I don't know, you want to call it living blood cape or something. Very cool. I guess we'll have to see. I don't even know how you say that word. Moffats on areas with embroidery, shoulder pads, leather boots, font, top of chest armor. Okay, looks like it's just the word vegetal, and it says relating to plants, so that makes sense. These are kind of vines and a leaf there. Okay. Interesting that they would choose that. You'd think they would want almost like some gothic patterning, but okay. So he's thinner, and you can kind of see instead of him, I don't know what you want to call, pushing against the armor is more, exaggerating his figure, making him look bigger than he is, so he's thinner than before. I'm fine with that. You always think of vampires as physically strong, but they're not necessarily large and bulky. Okay, just a close up. Oh, here we go, the armor. That looks cool. Huh, yeah, see, look, like, see this symbol? I guess that's not gothic, but it's not, what did they say, vegetal, related to plants? Or maybe it is, I don't know. Yeah, because I guess that is. Okay, it is. But it looks good. Looks good, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure how they came up with that idea, but it's working. Gauntlets. Okay. Man, these look anything like this in game. It's gonna be crazy looking, man. You can even see, let's zoom in here, like the little pins for the joints. Just something to protect them. Full armor, okay. Oh, I see. The boots are much more. Okay. So these are like leather. If we go back a few, okay, those are leather. So that's a change they made. I don't know if that's here, but that almost looks like they could. Well, who knows what that is? Those look magic, right? But before they were heavier looking. Yeah, see, to me, these look heavier. Okay, so now, so it's more like they went sort of this style coloring hair, I mean, on this body. But see how he looks bigger here? Well, it is like this armor too, but I guess they just shrunk everything. Okay. Dracula Day 15. You know who this looks like too? If they ever make a live action movie of Godforge and they need someone to play Dracula and look like this, it looks like that dude from Better Call Saul. Let me see if I can find a picture of him. Yeah, it looks like this dude to me, kinda. Uh, whoops, hold on. His name in the show is Lalo Salamanco, but what is his real name? Tony Dalton. Okay, so if they ever make Godforge live action, let's get Tony Dalton as Dracula. Yeah, look at that, man. He could easily play that dude. Hold on, let me cut back and forth, see if you can see this. There, there, there. All he needs is the little uh like a little chin mustache. I mean, look at the coloring. It's almost exact. They should just pay this dude to do the ad. I just thought they should pay this dude to cosplay as Dracula and launch the game. Also, I didn't notice that jewel right there. That's pretty cool. I'm all over the place today, but yeah, they should pay that dude to cosplay and do a commercial for when they launch Godforge. Would be great. Yeah, see, it's not. Oh, it's there. They just it's too close to the coloring on this, but that's like you know, an ornate jewel in itself. That's not really armor, huh? I wonder what that is. Related to his abilities somehow, sucking in souls or something. Who knows? Oh, look at that. That looks kind of like wings right there. That's cool looking. Oh, I didn't notice that. Look at the I don't know what you call this. The collar. It looks like teeth or bone, and this looks like a bat wing. That's very cool. Okay. And then the gauntlets look different here too. Like, see here, they're this kind of this ornate leather. I hope they give us a close up in here. They're, I don't know, back to male with like I don't know what that is, like magic imbued on them or something. Yeah, look at that. Or are those leather? Let's see. Oh, they are. They just kind of overlaid the color. Okay, that's very cool. Nice. Okay, yeah. And look at the collar from the back, kind of a, I don't know if that's plant related or not, kind of makes you think of a flower though. Oh, that's the last one. Huh. I wish they give a zoomed out up close shot with all that, but I guess they don't. Sorry if my voice sounds a little funny here. I'm still kind of getting over being sick. I don't feel bad, but throat is still sort of irritated after I speak for longer periods. But anyway, so yeah, that was a look at Dracula. As far as skills, what it'll be, that's tough to say. You can say it could be a lead that has some type of passive that. What would it do? Maybe resist, right? Because vampires are resistant to disease. Because you're not thinking like a passive that would heal people. Although that would be very cool if this dude was sort of a rogue heavy hitter that had a passive that passively healed. But I doubt it. That would be very strong. I don't think I've ever seen a passive in a game like this where it healed. Only active skills, or rather, you cast an active skill and then something ticks down or something like that. But yeah, so I would say, either kind of a rogue support type, or not rather, a rogue support type. That's probably what it'll be, can do some damage, can heal, obviously, Dracula, drain blood. The question is, will it sort of immobilize or paralyze the probably specific target when you use that skill? Perhaps too, if he has a support type, he'll have a. Well, he could just do a straight up bleed skill, right? That causes damage over time. I didn't think about that. I was thinking you have, like a A1 that would just be a quick little stab but do decent damage, but that could have a bleed effect. And then he could have another skill where he essentially bites the opponent, heals himself, possibly immobilizes the character for a turn, and then a third skill that I don't know does heavy damage. Like they're saying that blood charge, maybe he builds it up and releases a big blast of energy. He does have that jewel in his chest. He could almost shoot some energy from that. I know that'd be kind of out of character for a vampire, but they're definitely kind of mixing and matching some stuff here. Maybe they're gonna give us a little twist on it we're not thinking of. All right, those are my thoughts. Let me know down below what you think and how the new microphone sounds, and thanks for watching. Bye.